Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm the Robot Ronin, taking another step on the path of redemption, and today I'm bringing you some Guilty Gear Strive once again. In our last video, it was titled, I didn't practice enough, or something along the lines of that, because what I did was I jumped into rank. I jumped into rank with hardly any practice. I just picked up the game again. I just said, oh, let me just jump right into rank and see what floor I was on. And currently we're still on floor number 6. We were probably a match away from getting up to floor 7, and because of everything I did in the last round, video, we're currently in the middle of floor 6 now. So this is me facing off against a Ramlethal player, and once again I did some practice, but as you can see I'm still messing up inputs, and I'm sitting here letting this Ram do a lot of stuff. And of course, there you can see my blood gauge is going up pretty quickly because unfortunately I don't know how to get close to my opponents without using a dash. And this was actually pretty cool. I haven't seen anyone actually do this before. Actually do their super, then roam and cancel so that they could run along their super and do something. I haven't seen anyone do that before, but then again, I just picked up the game again. So I am trying to go for my usual, my usual moves. Very predictable. I should have punished that a lot more than what I did. So dash in with a throw. It pretty much catches opponents, but once again, most people begin to anticipate it. I'm not very creative when it comes to this game. Just saying, I'm not very creative. Those are a couple missed inputs, and I end up poking them to death. I was trying to go for something else. That round start, it's probably my go-to for a round start, although I did play a couple rounds. The time that I'm actually doing commentary on this, I played some rounds live earlier. Oh, there I go. Not keeping track of the blood gauge. Luckily, they don't capitalize on it, and I'm actually able to, keep them from doing any real damage to me. Anyone else would have just, actually, you'll see in the upcoming video, really. So yeah, the same day I'm recording this is also at the same time that I had played some rounds again. And yeah, so there we go, whiffing the first close slash, and then we get the second close slash, and luckily we take the game. So we take that round, or we take that game, and now going for the run back. Sometimes when it comes to round starts, I know Nago has a really good, I think it's a 6H, if I'm correct. Yeah, I believe it's a 6H, but I never, I don't think it's fast enough. So a lot of times I try to just either do that move right there, my 214H, or I'll try to, honestly I do the backdash as well. And one thing you're gonna notice about this video, it's just gonna be me and this Ramlethal player, because honestly, I managed to get the run back a couple times, and I enjoyed fighting this player. They were challenging me. Yep, there I go dying. It was cool because they were challenging me, mainly because they were reading all my moves. So as you can see, there's my open start, and they decided to jump this time. I don't know if they knew I was going to do that, or if they just took it as a precaution. So there I am being, very repetitive. Triangle, triangle, triangle. That's all I am with Nago. I'm just triangle, triangle, triangle. Mainly because, when I think about it, it depletes the blood gauge. Or it keeps it from filling up faster. Because everything, like any special move, it fills up the blood gauge, and the last thing you want to do is have it fill up, Nago burst, and then because he bursts, he's vulnerable unless you're able to burst near somebody. Oh, we got the counter on that one. So I always underestimate how far Ram's swords go, And there is also the issue right there. You saw that I blocked the initial sword throw. Oh, there I go bursting. I was trying to go for the super, but she tossed the sword my way. But anyways, one of the issues that I have when fighting a Ramlethal is I don't know what to do about her swords. When she throws them, you know, okay, fine, she throws them. Yeah, that's fine. But afterwards, I don't know if there's a delay on the explosion or if you can time it or anything, because there are times where I get hit by it and I'm thinking, okay, it's safe, and actually, you know, the sword explodes. I'm just like, wait, hold on. Always I rely on that close slash far too much. See, I'm getting caught right there. And I also rely on the dash in order to get closer to my opponents. I mean, there's just a lot of work that needs to be done with my playing and also with Nago. Yeah, that was pure luck to actually manage to get the close slash, but once again, I suicide myself. Yeah, basically suicide myself a lot of times because I don't keep track of that blood gauge. To me, in my head, I always think a ram without swords is not as dangerous as a ram with swords. Trying to apply pressure here, but they get out of the corner, and once again, I'm underestimating just how far those swords go. See, right there. Like, that sword clearly hit the ground, and I always think they blow up as soon as they hit, they blow up, but that one seemed like it was a little bit delayed. Maybe it wasn't. At the time of playing, I was like, hang on a second, that shouldn't have hit. That was a good move on their part. And I believe this is about to be death. Yep, get me out of there. Home run.
This meant something, but I don't know what. So I'll keep going.
Ramlethal is a cool character. So that was those series of rounds. So I'll go ahead and I'll be back with our next set here now. Alright, and here we are with the second set of matches. So went back into training mode, and then next you know, or at least went back into online training and got the same opponent, which I was completely fine with because once again, I was enjoying these matches, even though I'm getting swords thrown at me the entire time. Sorry, exploding swords thrown at me the entire time. I was still enjoying these. That was a good round start. I wasn't expecting to block low. And of course, there I am pushing buttons, so I'm getting hit with the counters. Me being predictable. And once again, that was a burst that I should have punished. They got the throw on me first, so if I get my revenge. And there I go. See, it's just I underestimate. Wow, I didn't realize I got sent packing that soon. But yeah, I always underestimate, you know, the timing of the explosions. Another thing that I don't keep track of is when I'm dashing with Nago, his what is it, 236? Yeah, his 236X. When I'm dashing, I'm always holding which direction I'm going in. So, and that actually causes him to slide further. So there are times where I shouldn't be side switching. And there are times, you know, where it's literally never intentional, but I'm just holding, I'm not keeping track of it. So there we go, applying pressure with it. I'm a bit of a wild player. I tried doing a low kick, trying to do some different things. So, of course, luckily I was able to use my burst to avoid that super, but honestly, that was a waste. So they're taking this game.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was a waste. But then again, that was like the end of the match, so. And as you see, I tried my usual round start and I got punished for it. Luckily, Naga's 2H is really good. It covers a lot of range. But so do Ram's swords. And that's the thing, like, for this entire match, I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, how do I deal with these swords? I don't know how. Like, what do I do? I mean, I can guard against them, but the explosions are the thing that catch me. I always forget about them. The other thing I have yet to learn is how to use roaming cancels. And there I am trying to use the bite. And then I'm realizing, oh, here comes this move. But this time I take the whole blunt of it. The other thing when it comes to playing as Nago is a lot of times, because you see those little blood splats that come when you attack, I always feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing damage, but no, I'm not. They're guarding. They're very misleading. Close slash to keep them in the corner, but they break out, and this is gonna be some damage. That was actually a bad burst. Luckily, they didn't capitalize on it. That move. That move with Ram where she slams both swords down, that's the one I mean, it's really cool to see, but that's the one that catches me off guard sometimes. And I shouldn't have done that because, yep. I was trying to be patient. At that point, I just thought to myself, okay, I'm going to have literally no health. Let me be patient. I'm literally one move away from winning. Taking all that wall break damage. I mean, looking at it now, I guess maybe perhaps the swords don't explode as often as I think. As you can see, I still have a lot of misinputs that are happening. A lot of moves that I'm very predictable. And like I said, I rely on close slash too much. So they go taking another round off of me.
But I don't know what. So I'll keep going.
But you know, we rematch. We run it back.
Duel 1.
I don't know if I start experimenting with new things here or not. It may be in the video that's coming up. So there are times where I'm doing pretty well, but I'm still letting this Ram do whatever she wants. That, and also I get to have it where I start trying to mash. Unfortunately, because I vanished and held over, I flew a lot first. I flew under Ram, allowing her to, you know, be able to get over to where her swords were. I said we're so close. Once again, that was a bad burst on their part, but I don't capitalize on punishing it. Ha! Once again, I always say that's one response you can give me. And exploding swords once again. They were pushing something. I think they're trying to get in. That's the thing also, is that I don't pay attention to some of the moves. Like, you'll see me do triangle, triangle, and then stop because I'm trying to go for a different move. I think I'm guarding. Nope. took all of that. But anyways, like I was saying, I'll try going in for a different move, and then it'll just be a misinput. So then he just stands there, and then I'm completely vulnerable to all these attacks. Me being reckless, not keeping track of the gauge again. I think that's probably the one thing that affects me the most, is that I don't keep track of that blood gauge, because once it fills up, I only know how to get in close with that dash right there. So, like, I keep referencing a future video because in the next video, the playing is so bad. Look at that, how it just go down. That wasn't a teabag. It was not a teabag. But then the only thing I know how to do is just walk menacingly. So there's a counter. Use burst. And luckily they still did a bad burst. I mean, either way, I think it was going to be a loss regardless. Because even if they landed, they're going to get hit. Even if they didn't burst, they're still going to get hit. So that was us taking this round. And but anyways, now if you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit the like button. Drop a comment down below if you want. As always, until next time, keep the vibe, rewind.